fish and chips. And I think the very best fish to make fish and chips with is turbot. It's firm, it's got great flavour. And you know you want a fish which is about 6, 7 pounds, so you get a nice thick fillet. Remove the skin, off with the skirt. That's stage 1 done. What we're going to make now is the batter. I use no eggs. Beer, yeast, flour. This is ale. The yeast, we do is just dissolve that in, and then, little bit by bit, add the flour. So what I'm looking for is a consistency which will cling to my fish. Into the fryer. We've got our chips. When I cut chips, I like a proper chip. If the potato's that long, then that's how long the chip is. That's the way it's meant to be. These are Morris Pipers, which are very good potatoes. So my batter's started to ferment. That's ready now to be used. So what we're going to do is take our turbot, just dust it in flour, plain flour. Some people like to season it, I don't, because I'm going to put my seasoning on at the end. It's quite vicious, this. God, I always wanted to work in a chip shop. Blanch at 110 degrees Celsius. Drain, let them cool, but then fry them again at 130 degrees Celsius. And that's how you get the perfect chip. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. A piece of turbot like this is about 5 minutes at 130. That's a big piece of fish. You need a hammer to get through it. Crunchy. Look at this. That's an interesting basket. Oh, dear me. And like in the chippy, fish on top. Makes the portion look big, that batter. Oh, sensational. And of course, malt vinegar and salt. Now, ooh. Beautiful batter. If I had a chip shop, I'd bring all the guests down to the chip shop for the Great British Feast. Trust me. Oh. Amazing.
Having chosen his appetizers, Marco's taking some much-needed time out.
Well, this is one of my favourite little bolt holes, and I've been coming here for years. And it's the first pool up from Southampton, the mouth of the Test. And it's just an amazing place to come, and if you catch a salmon, it's a bonus. So this is like a day off.
As well as indulging one of his biggest passions, it's a chance to reflect on the impending decision day.
If they wish to judge me, then that's their choice. All I'm doing is fighting for Britain and what Britain represents, you know, to the best of my abilities. And I think anybody who tries or has a go in this world, you can't knock. Let's see what happens. It'll be interesting.
Although Marco has no idea how the diners will react when they taste his appetizers, at least he's safe in the knowledge that for one person, the journey's definitely been worth it.
Oh, look at him hiding behind the bushes. Fabulous. Look at him hiding behind the bushes. Can you see him? That's fabulous. That's very sweet. I wish he loves it. He loves it because he's been to places and seen places which he's never been to, and he thinks it is beautiful. Well, what Mr. Ishii loves is just discovering Britain. Mr. Ishii, would you like to have a go?
A bit shy, but I will.
You're a bit shy. Don't push me in, Mr. Ishii. What do you think of British food, Mr. Ishii?
Well, I like very much roast beef myself, and I like so much...
Do you like the Yorkshire puddings?
I do, yes. Even in Japan, roast beef very popular.
Did you like the fish and chips, Mr. Ishii?
Yes, I do as well, yes.
Very simple. And you like bitter now, Mr. Ishii?
Yes.
You never used to drink bitter? But it's a lovely place to be, Mr. Ishi.
Oh yes, it's one of the best places to be here. Very nice, very quiet environment. It's a very nice place.
It's very sad there's no salmon. Do you remember when we used to come 10 years ago, Mr. Ishi? It's not the fish like there used to be, is there? But you know, Mr. Ishi, if you caught fish every time you went, you get bored. That's the beauty of it.
Coming up, it's the final tasting day at Marco's pub.
Slightly different. I'm not a big eel fan.
Can you take this, please? Rather than just stand there, thank you.
But will the diner's verdicts finally push Marco to the limit?
Just too much butter.
For want of a better word, they were swimming.
I don't want to be filmed. Do you understand? Have some fucking respect.
It's the last ever tasting day at Marco's pub in Hampshire, and the pressure's on. In less than 2 hours, 30 guests will taste his potential appetizers and help him choose which one should be served at the Great British Feast.
I think what's very important is to listen to your diners. Because, in my opinion, it's the diners who write the menu.
But on the 2 previous tasting days, not all the diners' comments have been entirely positive.
Let's not forget, I've fed the public for a very long time. I know exactly what they are. And I know the ones who are being genuine. I know the ones who are being clever for the sake of being clever. Because that little thing called ego sometimes steps into play.
With Marco slowly losing faith in his diner's verdicts, loyal maitre d' Nick Mounier is on hand to smooth over any potential problems.
The pressure is on. We just want people to come and enjoy it, not to criticise. You know, it's just to have a good lunch, enjoy the day. We're in the setting of the Hugh Tree, a wonderful pub, very British, and that's what we should be doing, you know, and it should be very relaxed.
With the guests about to arrive, Marco's realised there's an issue with his most controversial appetiser, smoked eel.
Oh, God. Don't worry about that bit, it's fucked. A bit dry. I think it's been frozen. The meat's been frozen, it's no good. Frozen fucking smoked eel.
Clearly agitated, Marco asks the cameras to stop rolling.
Don't take me on this one, please. It's been frozen. It's shit. I want to know why. It's very simple, isn't it? I don't want to be filmed. Do you understand? Do not film when I say do not film me. Have some fucking respect. Do not push me. I don't think you understand what I am. I control myself very well.
Marco's guests, which include suppliers, chefs and members of the public, are now starting to arrive.
How are you? I'm
Very
Nick.
good, thanks. Hi.
How are you? Very excited all week.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Immensely. So I've been worse than the kids.
As the restaurant fills up, they're unaware of the tension in the kitchen.
I think there was an issue with one of the appetisers, so I'm staying out of it at the moment. You can see in his eyes he's upset, which is not what I was hoping for before service, so we just have to wait and see. So it's going to put us under immense pressure now.
And to top it all off, guest of honour Jean-Christophe Novelli is running late.
You get some really small. Don't say anything silly to me, Nicholas. Well, then you won't be talking to me, will you?
I just wanted to say that JC is half an hour late.
What did I just tell you not to do?
Whilst they wait, the diners speculate on the food they're about to receive.
Slightly different. I'm not a big eel fan.
No. I think potted is coming back in, isn't it? All the potted.
I like eggs.
Well, we're going to be a little bit biased because we produce the potted shrimps.
What would you normally eat for?
Sketchy bolognese, shepherd's pie, the odd roast.